So my name is Silvia and I'm from Spain originally, but I live in Australia. Since I am 50 plus, I wanted to share activities and share experiences with people my own age. I didn't really want it to be with people who are much younger than me, because it can be good in a setting, in a classroom setting, but at social level, it wasn't ideal. So I'd much rather spend time with people my own age. Well, the courses were fantastic. They were really beyond my own expectations. Since there are people who come from all walks of life, as a teacher, I know it's very difficult to find the appropriate level for everybody. So what Accent Français does really well is that they create programs based on concepts. And so based on that concept, it gives the opportunity to students to elaborate and to discuss the topics presented at their own level. And then grammar comes indirectly by trying to express ideas and concepts based on the main thing, the main title of the unit. I was quite surprised. I was not expecting to be so great in such a short time. It's true that I've been studying French all my life, but I always thought that you need to, when you get to a certain level, you need to really push yourself and study, and you need somebody else to push you at the same time, to give you maybe to put you in situations where you wouldn't naturally put yourself, or to present you with themes and topics and concepts that you necessarily are not familiar with. And so the teachers have that ability to really create a setting where intellectual discussion is very easy. And of course, it requires language. Language is something alive, so you need to have things to talk about to use language. And so they do it really well in that sense. So I improved a lot, I think. It's hard to pick. All of them had something interesting. The one that really stood out for me was the visit to the Chateau Flaugergue, a place with an impossible name. It was a chateau, so it had culture, but it was small enough not to become overwhelming. So the visit was perfect in terms of time. Then it had a vineyard and permaculture. So they will talk about how they are in accordance with the environment and so on, with the wines, and then we had wine tasting at the end of this visit. So that was kind of perfect. It ticked all the boxes on the things that I really love: culture, history, food, permaculture, nature. Perfect. From the 50 plus activities, well, it was the opportunity to then meet people my age and had more of a personal contact with them and maybe catch up outside of school hours. It was just about having somebody to talk and to visit and to enjoy and to discuss and to compare wines and so on. So at personal level, it was just friendships created in a very short time because everybody's on the same kind of situation. And culturally, well, all of the above, all of the experiences. So it's called Résidence Observatoire. It's a student's residence. It is just for students. So it has a very young vibe with machines for drinks and whatnot. It's got a little room for study. I very rarely stay there. It's not the most beautiful building. It's just practical. You've got a studio which has a little kitchenette, bathroom, room, and it's got a space for study, which is just perfect for what you need. And it's super centric. That was very, very, very handy. So I am very close to, I can walking distance 5 minutes from La Place de la Comédie, which is central, and then the rest of Montpellier. So it's really very convenient. Yeah. The whole experience was really very nice. It was fantastic. It was very good. having to come in the morning to the classes and not being in charge of the classroom since I'm a teacher, letting somebody else lead my own learning was relaxing, to say the least, and yet it was nice to be challenged at a level that is completely appropriate to my own level. I was a little bit skeptical at the beginning in terms of, is this going to be the right level for me? It was spot on from day one, so really good. I don't have a favorite moment. It was the consecutive experience of one day after another, being in Montpellier, waking up and seeing this beautiful city, and then having gorgeous food and drinking beautiful wine and abusing fromage. What can you do? And yeah, the whole experience is beautiful. It's not, I can't pinpoint one single thing. There's no one single thing. It's the whole thing. It's a package. Also, having Accent Français as a central hub for activities, it was it made everything easier. So and to whom? To anybody around me, yeah, in Australia, I would recommend it, especially Beatrice, who's the person in charge of the activities. Absolutely, I would recommend it. There's a huge variety of activities. They were relevant, they were interesting, they allowed us to explore the city. We made friends, we ate, we drank, we learned. It was fantastic, it was so good. It was great. The best.